Here we go. This place is a very local place. No tourists here. No tourists. Oh. That is delicious. It's curd. So I'm mixing the curd and like the sweet chutney. It's got a really nice kick to it. Oh, this bread. Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, the bread is next level, man.
My God. So tasty. Got the salad here, the onions. Got the salad, the onion. See here? Right.
It acts like a baking soda and like baking powder.
I'm going to be digging into that next. Right, I'm going to get stuck in. This is chickpea and potato. Chickpea and potato. And they don't cut the potato. They boil it and then just break it up. Happy face. Bet I was very hungry before. Look at these sweets as well. Got cookies. What's this one on the top left, Gatti? La Douce. Have a look at this. You get chat all over India, but obviously every region does it slightly different. This one is samosa chat, so it's got a samosa in the middle, then everything else around it. So you give it a good mix. Get some samosa. Let's go. Oh my God. There is so much going on. Wow. You've got chickpeas to pomegranate to what tastes like coriander. And then you've got some potatoes. And then you've got like, it's almost like coleslaw, the equivalent of a coleslaw. So like, it tastes like stripped cabbage. And then you have some onion, and then you have some tomato, and then this is just a whole load of goodness. And then you've got that samosa in there that really gives you that bite. Oh. You have to sit there for a minute and figure out what the taste you're actually tasting is, because they hit you at different times. Look at this. Look at the colours. Oh. Incredible. One thing to note about this dish, the chag, is the salts they use. So they use 3 different types. They use the white salt, and then the high altitude salt, the black salt, and the Himalayan salt, which is higher in sulfur. And it really gives a different feel and a different taste. What's the black? Is the black salt fine, or is it rocky like Himalayan? Rocky. Unbelievable. It just hits all the right notes. So there are sour notes in there as well that they use mango powder. I mean, there's so much going on in this place. It's just like, it's hard to get your head around, but it just, like India, it just works. This food just keeps on coming. Gati's stitched me right up here. This is a dessert. Oh, it's warm, yeah.
I like it colder, or like still it's like more condensed form of like milk, you know. You keep on boiling and you make it more condensed, and like it's whey, you know, like whey is like put together and made into balls like that.
Wow.
Malai is like a cream, you know, like the cream.
Gonna get stuck in.
A bit of saffron in it.
Saffron.
Saffron gives the color, the yellow.
Ah, yes, yes. Wow. Very sweet, delicious. It has saffron inside, little tiny hairs of saffron. To give it obviously the certain taste, but the colour as well. It's almost like a rice pudding kind of flavour back in the UK. Like it tastes like rice pudding. Really, really tasty. You subscribe to me. Oh, amazing. Yeah, I have, yes. Wow, hi. Nice to meet you. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah. I used to think it's got little pieces of cardamom pods in it as well. It tastes, that's exactly it. It's rice pudding. Because it's condensed. And then it's got like a whey ball, I guess. But it's really light and fluffy. It's got a lovely texture. First time I've ever had that. Definitely having that again. And you can't have a meal in India unless you have the chai tea, and this one is delicious.
Oh, yeah, dude, that was so good.
Oh,
yeah, I've had a few of those. I had the chicken one, the veg one.
They serve it so hot, so I have to wait like 5-10 minutes before I can actually take a sip. The roots of climbing was from Darjeeling. The famous summit started from Darjeeling. There are so many, I mean, some of the most famous people in the area are mountaineers. So it'd be cool to check them out. I've never climbed anything, you all know that. And Sammy has climbed a few mountains around the world. So tomorrow is going to be my first climb. Make sure you watch that video. So subscribe to the channel, please. Really helps us out. Doesn't cost you anything. Just give us a like and a subscribe. I really appreciate it. And then you'll see our journey. We have been to Delhi, Meghalaya. There are lots of videos on there from this trip. And then we're also going to Varanasi after that. So it's the same entrance, the same ticket for the zoo and the Mountaineering Institution. So we're going to go and do the institution, go to the museum, and then we're going to come back through to the zoo, and we're going to see some of the animals. Gati was involved with some of the red panda documentaries from the UK, so he's going to teach us all about them, tell us all about them. Quite excited. The air feels a bit thin up here now. When it gets to about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm starting to feel it. I hope I'm shredding some LBs. So up at this museum, you have the Tenzin Norgay, the Sherpa who climbed Everest, was the first person to climb Everest with Hillary. Hillary was actually a Kiwi, but obviously British claimed the climb because it was in the Commonwealth. But he was actually a Kiwi. I didn't know that. But they actually had his cremation up here, and this is his memorial. But obviously he's like a god up here in Darjeeling. This is where the summit started, in Darjeeling. It wasn't actually in Nepal. So history runs deep here. We're going to find out some more. I've never even been interested one bit in mountaineering, but when I hear Gati talking about it, it's so inspiring. And meeting some of the local mountaineers, and also some of the sons of some of the great men that have travelled the world assisting people. as Sherpas to climb some of the biggest mountains in the world. It really is inspirational. They're just built different. So went up to the museum. That's a definite. Even if you're not into mountaineering, I couldn't film when I was in there, but it just blows your mind. I've now got 3 documentaries I need to watch on Everest and on the expeditions up there, because it is just unbelievable. What they achieved back then with the equipment they had is just mind-blowing. Also, you've got the adjoining zoo. Now, I don't particularly agree with zoos, don't like them. You have to walk through, so I took a few snaps, but yeah, I'm really split about the whole zoo situation, and because they're probably captured. They're not bred in captivity, so it's like, is it spreading awareness? Is it? I don't know what it's doing. So it's not my opinion. If it was up to me, there wouldn't be any zoos, and it would be illegal to have zoos. However, who am I? Who am I to say? But what you have got outside is this market on this hairpin corner, and they sell the mix. I can't remember what it's called. If it's it's not chata. If it's the mix with the chickpeas and the peas and the salt and the amazing seasoning, you've definitely got to try that. And obviously you've got your pashminas and your scarves, and you've got some food at the top right on the hairpin here. Apparently really good stuff. So it's definitely worth coming up here. Definitely worth going into the museum. It was incredible. We're gonna go and get some food now. The food here has blown my socks off, and I love Indian food. The best pork I've had has been in India. The best chicken I've had has been in India. The best goat I've had has been in India. And Nepal, when we leave, I'll tell you what I think about Nepal, because I've still got 2 or 3 restaurants with probably about 9 different dishes to try. But so far, so good. The momos, I'm in love. Let's go.